So firstly, late last month, a Korean rating website spontaneously gave a new rating for Red Dead Redemption, or a game titled Red Dead Redemption. If the rumors are true that this actually isn't going to be a remaster at all, but a full-on remake,
they've just updated their website with a very interesting reference to Red Dead Redemption that has us all excited about this potential remaster, and so I'm so excited to see that with updated graphics.
Ladies, gentlemen, the Red Dead Redemption remaster is real.
What did you say?
The Red Dead Redemption remaster. The Red Dead Redemption remaster
It's real!
No, it's not. It's a port. It's just a port. Only for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, with exception to emulate on PlayStation 5. And to add more salt to this gaping wound, the game is locked at 30 FPS. Nintendo Switch isn't surprising, but PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 are also locked at 30 FPS. So you can really feel like your money is going to waste when you are playing a 13-year-old game on a 2-year-old console. Do you remember the definitive edition of Mafia? How it had upgraded graphics, upgraded mechanics, and was being sold for only $40? Yeah, that was cool. Oh, and did you know that 2K Games and Rockstar are both owned by Take-Two Interactive? Funny how that works.
My name's John Marston.
I will say, this re-release is an interesting choice by Rockstar, because after the nightmare that was the GTA Classic Trilogy, I figured that Rockstar wouldn't release anything else after the horrible reviews and glitches that were found in the game post-launch.
Fingers. Whoa! Fingers! Hands! What are the hands? Look at this neck.
There were rumors going around for a couple years that Red Dead was getting a full-blown remaster with an upgraded engine behind it. After the trilogy was released though, and then it got bad reviews, Rockstar lost trust in the fan base, and the Red Dead remaster felt like a dying dream. Miraculously though, the heart kept beating and rumors came back around to give us hope again that Rockstar won't mess things up this time. Oh, but what a fool I was. It's not a remake or even a remaster, but a slightly upgraded port that costs $50.
How much is it?
$50.
If you go to the trailer on YouTube for the re-release, it is getting bombarded by angry Red Dead and Rockstar fans. Pretty easy to tell that they aren't willing to deal with lazily overpriced ports of old games. Hey, don't take my word for it. The Rockstar CEO himself said that they're not interested in simple ports. The biggest sin, of course, was the pricing that Rockstar gave this re-release. It's the exact same price of the game when it first released back in 2010. And I'm still wondering how they came to that stupid decision. Seriously, why are they doing this? Is Take-Two going bankrupt? Did they already run out of funding for GTA 6? Were those sweet GTA shark cards not funding them enough?
I guess we'll never know.
I can make comparisons to other game companies and how they handled remastering older game titles, but you've already heard that from many other people and we would be here all day. It's just really disappointing to see how far Rockstar has fallen when it comes to games. They used to release a new game out every year, and each new game got better every time due to the old team at Rockstar being committed to quality and making really fun games. Rockstar today is a lot different now, of course, and it has been nothing but disappointment. It's been interesting because when they put out their masterpiece, Red Dead Redemption 2, we all felt confident in Rockstar's commitment to quality over quantity. However, after 4 to 5 years with no other games, the most they have to show were 3 lazily made ports of their most classic games. Remember when everyone was upset when they announced that GTA 5 was a launch title for the PlayStation 5?
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
That was really fun. Of course, when no one liked that, Rockstar and their brilliant minds decided to take their 3 classic GTA games that put their company on the map and outsource them to a game company that makes mobile games.
What the fuck?
Then, when that backfired, they decided to step back for a minute and then pull their oddest move yet and announce that Red Dead Redemption 1 is being ported to one console whose lifespan is ending very soon and another console that has the processing power of a toaster. I do want to say that everything I'm saying shouldn't stop you from buying this game if you've always wanted to play Red Dead 1 and you have no other way of playing the game. I love the story of Red Dead 2, and as someone who's never played the first game, I was really excited about a possible upgraded re-release. I have a deep love and appreciation for the Red Dead series, especially Red Dead Redemption 2, and I consider it one of my favorite stories of all time. And I've been waiting for the day I can finally experience the first game and appreciate John's story more after finishing the second game game 2 years ago. I was more than ready to try out a rebuild version of Red Dead Redemption 1 with the upgraded Rage engine that was used for Red Dead 2. Of course, that's not what we got. So when I saw what Rockstar was actually releasing, I got very spiteful, and I already made the choice not to give them my money for the same game that was being released at the same price that came out back in 2010. I cannot stress that enough. I still really wanted to play the game though, but without succumbing to the horrible will of the overpriced port. I still want to buy Spider-Man 2, okay? That's not going to be a cheap game, I'll tell you that much. So, I figured instead of waiting for the game to go out on sale, I'd try something else, like possibly emulating Red Dead Redemption on my PC. So I looked up how to emulate, download the RPC S3 emulator, and then I downloaded Red Dead Redemption onto it, and guess what? It ran like absolute dog shit. This looks even worse than the port that Rockstar put out. Oh! Please, emulator, just give me a chance, give me a chance. Oh no! Come on, man, no. God, I feel like I'm trudging through tar. Turns out my computer's running off old rusty copper and dreams because this game cannot get above 18 frames per second to save its life. It kind of broke my heart a little because it made me feel like I'm actually going to have to buy this overpriced port, and I really did not want to have to give Rockstar my money. Luckily, I had one more saving grace: Microsoft, or more specifically, Xbox backwards compatibility. Since my way of emulating failed, I figured I could record my first 2 hours in the 360 version of Red Dead to see how it holds up all these years later. I'm not trying to have my first impression of this game to be the horrible mess that was my PC emulation. Okay, I'm starting to lose my patience. Anyways, are you ready, Rip Van Winkle?
Name is John Marston!
Are you fucking kidding me? Yes! Women! We're in the game. We got it. We got it. We're playing Red Dead 1.
I woke up in a Rip Van Winkle.
Fucking Pinkertons. Bill Williamson. Oh, our boy Bill's been causing trouble ever since the gang fell apart. This is such a crazy feeling to play this game after Red Dead 2, because I know nothing of what happens in this game, and the fact that this game came before Red Dead 2 is interesting. I'm not gonna hide anything. I know what happens to John at the end of the game. He basically gets turned into Swiss cheese. But that's not gonna stop me from enjoying what happens in this game, because I've always wanted to play this, and I finally got the chance. And I didn't have to spend $50.
That they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
What did you say?
Racism against the natives. Oh, this is off to a great start.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Shut the fuck up!
Ah, here we go. A stable 30 FPS. Yes, it's not 60, but we take what we can get. It's pretty smooth for what it is. It's like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old game at this point, and it runs really well. Especially knowing that this is an emulator on the Xbox One. Oh my god! Uncle, you nasty dog! What type of... Oh, you're not Uncle. Oh, thank god.
Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Whoa! Slow down, horsey. Goodness. Bro, the horses should have been this fast in Red Dead 2. I would have gone around the map a lot quicker. Bill, it's been 5 years. You still owe me $16. Come on, John, just reload a save real quick. We can do this again. A white woman who is not my wife. Who are you?
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here.
Oh, never mind. That does sound like Abigail. Maybe she just dyed her hair blonde.
He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
15 schmackaroons? Man, that's like $1 billion in 2023.
Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Name is John Marston!
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rip Van Winkle.
If you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Oh, I guess I know what the first mission's gonna be, and it's to pay off that doctor's bill. But this is an interesting start to the game. I was half expecting maybe to run into, like, Abigail and Jack, but I guess they're off doing their own thing, and John is over here doing his own thing. Like, I know Red Dead Redemption 2 prided itself on realism and stuff like that, but, bro, this game, you got speed. Same with the horses, man. Like, this game takes the definition of horsepower and applies it to, like, the actual horses. Okay, what's the interact button? Oh, God. Sorry, I didn't know that was aim gun button.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property?
Guns.
Oh, no, you don't! Get back here, motherfucker! Ooh! Got side steps! Bah! Bah! Shh! Boop! Alright, so I got a job for me down in Armadillo, and one of the missions I can do right now for Bonnie is to drive with her to Armadillo, so let's go see what's up with that.
Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
I probably won't, but thanks for the ride.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Okay. I am now out capturing criminals because if I do this, the marshal will help me out with the Bill Williamson problem. And I can tell that's not going to come easy.
Shit! He almost got me!
The aiming is really stiff, but it works. Go on, man. Just let me take you in alive. I get more money if I take you in alive.
Last chance not to die, Walt.
Oh, thank God.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that.
Alright, well, now that the marshal's gone, I'm gonna rob whatever they have now.
Here comes the money!
Here we go. Money talk.
I've been hearing about your plans to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family.
Hey, John, that's a really interesting backstory. Can you help me herd horses and cows for the next 2 hours? Okay, so I'm about 2 to 3 hours into this game, and the most interesting stuff that's happened so far was Bill Williamson shooting me in the side and herding cows and horses. This really is one of the greatest games ever made! I know, it's only the start of the game, but I'm still curious what's gonna happen and how the story plays out. But I will be honest, compared to the intro of Red Dead, this game's first few missions are kinda slow, either bounty hunting or herding animals. It's not boring or uneventful, but compared to the first 2 hours of Red Dead 2, it feels more repetitive. I still have a lot more of the game to play, of course, so I'm willing to stick through it. Again, the only thing I know about the story was the ending, and it doesn't detract my excitement for the game itself, since I know nothing else about it. Like, where the hell is Abigail and Jack? Why am I not on the ranch tending to my cows? Does Uncle still have lumbago? I guess I'll have to keep playing to find out. Performance-wise, it runs just as well as a 2010 game would. It looks really nice, considering this was the last game they put out before they went all out on Grand Theft Auto 5. Never mind, they came out with LA Noire and Max Payne 3 right before GTA 5. God, I miss the old Rockstar. I may have not gotten a lot of hours out of this game yet, but it's already got me interested since I already wanted to finish John's journey, even if the ending is bittersweet. Ending this off, I want to talk to the people who are considering getting this new ported version of the game because it's probably the only way you can play it. Of course, I have my friend's Xbox to play this, and it's hard to recommend this right now because of how high the game is being charged. I would recommend you wait for this game to go on sale. It's a game you should definitely play if you loved Red Dead 2 and wanted to continue John Marston's story. Or maybe you never played any of the Red Dead games and wanted to try your luck with a classic Western game you never got to play when you were younger, so this is your chance to play it for the first time ever. It's timeless and definitely deserves to be experienced, so it's no problem if you have $50 to spare and want to get this version of the game. No one is stopping you, but it definitely didn't deserve to be ported over in such a lazy fashion. Expectations like this may sound unreasonable due to the development cycle of video games today, but you have so many other companies taking old games and remaking those experiences to feel brand new again. While Rockstar has spent years priding themselves on how much they care for their games, only to be the one company to put the least amount of effort into respecting their older titles. Besides Konami, Rockstar is one of the most disappointing game companies working today. They know how to make great games, but they have very weird business models and they don't care for their older titles. I guess we'll see how GTA 6 turns out. It's rumored that they have 5,000 employees working on this game, so if Rockstar has every developer they have working on this one game, then hopefully it's their saving grace. We're all willing to wait for it, Rockstar, so don't let us down.